I heard some things there, and just wanted to ask you, Janelle, was it difficult to get the elderly to draw and to paint? I mean, given that many of them might not even have had that experience or were feeling a bit not so confident.
Yeah, so at the beginning when we were finally deciding the final look, how it's gonna look like,
Yeah,
me and Justine really thought really hard and spent a long time to think, do we really teach them to draw, or do we what's the best way to do to ensure that the
yeah,
idea is able to come across? We don't spend a lot of time just trying to redraw it, and then we are able to maintain some aesthetic at the end of the day. So that's why at the end of the day, me and Justine, the only way we could think of it was we first draw out our outline ourselves. So we first
yeah,
really designed it from scratch, drew it
yeah,
out in the actual mahjong paper, so that on the spot they can just trace it and just draw it out, and then they add details on their own. So I think
yeah,
end of the day we both decided that that's the most productive and the easiest way, so that those that are less confident about drawing, they can just follow the outline, and then but they can still create, they can still express their own creativity through through the details. Yeah, so
yeah.
I think that was a good call within
Mm-hmm.
us, and so because of that, there are definitely those that were more creative, so they
Yeah,
went about to create their own form and even change our design.
yeah,
But there are those that just strictly will stick to it, and I think despite that, they were able to add their own design to the shirts, add the design to the different features. So I
yeah,
think overall it was overall they were still able to in that sense we were able to overcome this difficulty or this worry that we have, and
yeah.
ensure that, and make sure that side both seniors are able to express themselves irregardless.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great, Janelle. I mean, as you look back, right, what was really encouraging about that time?
I think at first we were quite concerned because community art is everyone do something that everyone come together. So by right, everyone
Yeah.
should do it together.
Mm-hmm.
Like 20 people should do it together.
Yeah.
But because of the restrictions of COVID and the safe distancing, we could only do it in groups of 5.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, but then actually in hindsight, actually that's better because the engagement was a lot easier, and even the participants themselves say that they like it. It's more chill. They have to fight over like who to talk, and everyone gets to talk and interact with each other. So I think that's actually looking back, actually that's the better arrangement than having 20 people and then everyone going around. Then me and Justine wouldn't have time to really focus on individual and interact with them. So I think overall it was very encouraging to see different groups of people. They barely know each other, but at the end of the day
Yeah.
they were able to interact and even like build bonds. So I think
Yeah.
that was also encouraging and uplifting to see that.
Sure. And I guess, Janelle, before we ended, I mean, what else do you want to say that I didn't ask?
I think I think I want to emphasize again that I think me and Justine complement each other very well, because she
Okay.
definitely, yeah. So in that sense, I was I was more confident in Chinese. So in that sense, I was able to engage the Chinese speaking, and she was able to engage the English speaking in that sense. So I think we move very, like, I tend to one right, then she go to the other side. Then I move right, then she go to the other side. So in that sense, it was
Okay.
very comfortable. Yeah, I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it's very important in terms of group work and in terms of the engagement. So I think that was really important, and that was very, so in that sense everyone really felt very comfortable. It didn't feel like working. I think the clients also felt that it was it was a very nice like talking session. And I think we were able to achieve those like hidden objectives, which is allow them to create bonds with each other, and able to share stories, and able to find a sense of belonging within them. So I think those were all met, even though me and Justine didn't have to force it, or we didn't have to purposely look out for it. It was just it naturally happened. So I think that was quite one of the successful part about this program.
Yeah.
Definitely, I feel very happy, and I share in the seniors like sense of accomplishment as they saw the art piece like come together, and also the group that actually did the last bit of it, because some of them came twice, and I think there's even one senior that came thrice. So so I think I really share, like what I said, I really share in the sense of accomplishment, the happiness that they felt as they looked at it. Each completed their own part, and also their part joining with other people's, and also with the other groups part of the drawing. So I think and even more so the fact that this art piece is going to like beautify a space, something that maybe they didn't imagine that they'll be able to do in their golden years. And also I think I also share in their joy in being able to do this art piece, and doing like maybe they have a very mundane routine, so something that is new and novel for them. So it was a very fun time to engage with the seniors.
Thanks so much for that, Justine. So same question, anything else you wanted to add as before we end?
Initially I came into this project with quite a lot of doubts, but I think as we kept like the momentum, and even being surprised by the seniors like enthusiasm and their creativity, and some of them who were actually very well versed in art. Those are all very surprising, and helped me to feel very motivated to continue running it, and believing that this project actually can work. Because initially maybe we were a bit worried that we might have to do a lot of facilitation in order to overcome some people's insecurities about whether they're creative or not.